Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to Week in Nintendo, where I go back through the past week's biggest headlines so you can get all caught up on all things Nintendo. If you're new here and you like these weekly news rundowns, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on everything happening with the channel. With all that out of the way, let's go through this week's Nintendo news. Monday, Nintendo revealed their Black Friday 2020 deals, and big surprise, it's a Nintendo Switch with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe included for $299. But to be fair, it's the V2 Better Battery Life Switch, which wasn't the case last year, and you'll also be getting 3 months free of Nintendo Switch Online. Nintendo also revealed a collection of software that will be discounted by $20, and it's a pretty strong lineup, and Nintendo's not known for offering discounts, so if you don't have any of these games, it's time to take advantage, and those games include New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, Super Mario Maker 2, Luigi's Mansion 3, and Splatoon 2. Early Tuesday morning, we saw some speculation about Samus Returns possibly coming to the Switch due to a product image of a Super Metroid Switch skin and screen protector set on Nintendo's site, showing off a high-res screenshot of Samus Returns being played on the Switch. But now this all appears to just be an oversight on the company that makes the screen protectors part, as other product images of theirs just show superimposed screenshots being placed on the Switch, and they probably just grabbed that, not knowing the implications it could have. So even though this is far from a confirmation that Samus Returns is coming to the Switch, I'm still holding out hope that we'll see that game and Metroid Prime Trilogy HD come to the Switch ahead of the eventual release of Metroid Prime 4. Tuesday, we also saw review scores from the latest issue of Famitsu giving Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity a 36 out of 40, calling it, quote, highly satisfying as a spin-off of Breath of the Wild. The game now sits in good company with a handful of other 36 out of 40 Switch games from this year, including Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Paper Mario the Origami King, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, and Persona 5 Scramble. I've had a lot of fun with the Age of Calamity demo, which is pretty sizable, and I also love that your demo save data transfers over to the full game. The frame rate definitely suffers a bit in heavy combat, but hopefully that can be improved with a day one patch. Let me know down below if you plan on picking up Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity when it releases this Friday. Again on Tuesday, we saw the Fuser DJ Dreams Nintendo Switch launch trailer, the latest rhythm game from rock band creators Harmonix. The game has seen generally favorable reviews, now sitting at an 81% on Metacritic, and seems to be more of a DJ simulator, letting you mix components of 4 tracks at a time, rather than a straightforward rhythm game like Guitar Hero or Rock Band. What's great about this latest entry is no giant plastic peripherals are required, and the game is instead controlled by a standard controller. Fuser DJ Dreams is available now on the Nintendo Switch for $59.99. Thursday, we learned of more impressive Nintendo Switch sales figures, with Nintendo announcing that the Switch sold over 735,000 units in the US this October. That makes this October the second best month for any game console in the US, falling a bit behind 2008's Wii numbers of 807,000 units. With the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and S launching this holiday season, Nintendo doesn't seem concerned. The Switch has yet to see a price drop, and Nintendo made sure to note that the Switch has outsold both the PS4 and the Xbox One for the past 23 months. So it'll be really interesting to see those holiday sales numbers come back to see how the Switch fared against Sony and Microsoft's next-gen consoles. Friday, we saw the release of the Super Mario Bros. 35th Anniversary Game & Watch, and what better example of Nintendo going their own way. Releasing just days after Sony and Microsoft's powerful next-gen hardware, Nintendo releases a novelty handheld with Super Mario Bros. On it for $49.99. You're also getting Super Mario Bros. 2 The Lost Levels and a clock included, as well as just it being an incredibly charming and nostalgic little package, one that I'm sure will end up in a lot of stockings this Christmas. It was also nice to see that there seemed to be plenty of supply, which de-incentivizes the scalpers from reselling it for 2 to 3 times what it's worth, and I saw plenty of people online who were unable to secure a PS5 or Xbox Series X pre-order, but were happy to at least get Nintendo's throwback handheld. Saturday, we got an optimistic update from Capcom about the upcoming Switch exclusive Monster Hunter Rise. Set to launch on March 26, 2021, Capcom's president seemed pleased with the level of pre-orders and thinks they'll be able to meet their sales expectations, saying, "In this game, we are adding aerial movement as well as a new companion dog character that will make it stand out as a unique entry in the series. Pre-orders have already begun and so far are on track to match our expectations. The announcement of a new entry in the series is impactful for the entire franchise, and we expect it will also help generate sales of older titles as well, like Monster Hunter World." And that does it for this week's Nintendo news, but before we go, it's time for 20 years ago today, where we take a look back at what was happening with Nintendo 20 years ago this week. And this week we're taking a look at a rare developed kart racer that lived in the shadows of Mario Kart 64 and Diddy Kong Racing, Mickey's Speedway USA. Released on the Nintendo 64 in the States on November 13th, 2000, Mickey's Speedway USA was a quality outing that failed to make the impact of Nintendo 64's better-known kart racers. The game received generally favorable reviews for its large selection of tracks, battle stages, and unlockable characters. Shane Satterfield reviewed the game with a 7.5 and said, "Don't be fooled by the cuddly exterior. With 20 tracks, 4 battle arenas, and a plentitude of hidden characters and cheats to unlock, Mickey's Speedway USA has enough substance to keep even the most dedicated kart racing fanatics coming back for more. While young ones will find the later circuits far too difficult, those who can get past the colorful exterior will find a deep racer full of things done well, but often done better in other games. While not a genre buster, Mickey's Speedway USA is one tough nut in a colorful wrapper." At the time, I was totally unaware of the release of Mickey's Speedway USA, probably because I was only paying attention to news about Nintendo's upcoming Dolphin console, but when I discovered the game later in life, I was surprised at just how good it was and that it wasn't a better known title on the 64. So let me know down below if you ever took Mickey's Speedway USA for a spin and how you liked it. And if you stuck around through all that and like what you saw, please consider liking and subscribing. And until next week, have a great weekend, play some video games, and I'll see you next time.